Well, I hope you enjoyed your weekend with college football back. What a weekend it was. But it's September now, new month, which means Hot Seat is back. Alright, and I got a big lineup for you today. Who's going to be on the hot seat this season? Well, it's going to be the Pac-12. Here's the latest in conference realignment. It's been if you haven't been following, it's been pretty crazy. Because with the Pac-12 completely falling apart, I'm calling it the Pac-4 this season. Because it's the last year the Pac-12 were going to be together, and there's just 4 schools that are undecided on what they're going to do. So how we end up this way? Well, first up, normally I would start right with OU and Texas. That's usually the start of it, but the start of it this season was Colorado. They said they are going to go back to the Big 12. Yeah. The Pac-12 wasn't doing for them. They had more success in the Big 12. The Big 12 now has more money, so that may be another reason. And then, you already know that UCLA and USC is going to the Big 10. And then Oregon and Washington are also joining the Big 10. And then we waited to see. There were rumors about Arizona going to the Big 12 and that they're they were, but they're working on a pact. They had a pact with Arizona State and Utah. They finally convinced them they're going to the Big 12. And now there's a big discussion on Oregon State, Washington State, California, and Stanford. It's been kind of like, they're really the Pac-4 right now. Alright? So, what are they going to do? I mean, this is for next season. I mean, they don't have a schedule for next season, or a conference schedule for next season. What are they going to do? Well, they have 3 options. Option 1. The Pac-4 can merge with the Mountain West. Mountain West takes over ownership. Option 2. They merge with the American Conference. American Conference takes over ownership. Yeah, all the options is they lose ownership. Option 3 is they split between the Mountain West and the ACC, where right now Stanford and Stanford and California are thinking about going to the ACC, taking SMU with them, the ACC. Oregon State and Washington State will probably join the Mountain West or the American Conference. Still not sure about that yet. Supposed to be a vote on it last week, but it never happened. I don't know why it's taken so long. Here we are. Football season underway, and we still had no idea what they're gonna do. And it's supposed to be resolved before everyone thought that they would have their option before the football season starts. Here we are, still waiting. But if you have DirecTV Stream, or UVerse, you have been probably without one of your local channels, and that's due to a Nexstar, Nexstar dispute. Yeah, so since July, local channels have been blacked out on DirecTV and DirecTV Stream, UVerse, networks, services, channels, cable, whatever you want to call it. And here we are, football season now. It's a football season, and still nothing. And I'm here. I've been watching it very closely. As you probably know, I've been very quiet about this. I've been aware of this. I've just been watching it very quietly, just sitting back, waiting for it to take effect. It's still, I will say this, they've been zero movement on coming together. So for those of you who think, oh, it's gonna happen, it's probably gonna happen this weekend. It didn't happen. Oh, it's gonna happen soon. Maybe we'll just miss the first couple weeks because obviously they got to make agreement soon. It's football season, right? No. Nexstar wants asking for double the money. DirecTV was like, we're not doing that. We don't want to raise double the money. We don't want to give you double the money for the same channels, and that would make us raise customer prices up. So, we're not doing that. DirecTV is playing it. A lot of customers are going to be mad at DirecTV thinking, you're so greedy, give us our channels back. But it's Nexstar's problem. Because they're too greedy. They're asking for double the money. Because if DirecTV takes what Nexstar wants, well, I mean, you'll be happy your channels come back. But also, your cable bill will probably go up $5. That's probably it. Because, like, yeah. I mean, even though local channels are free to watch, in order for you to watch it, I mean, it comes free with whatever plan you get, but also DirecTV, those cable companies, streaming companies, still need to pay to air it. So, yeah, they gotta make their money somehow. Those free companies those free over-the-air networks gotta make their money somehow, and that's through the cable and streaming providers. And Nexstar's got more than enough money to do it. I don't know why they're asking for double the money. And here's the reason. Here's the reason. They think that, close to football season, DirecTV has to take whatever we offer just because it's football season, because they run it back right away. DirecTV is playing it smart. They're waiting. Being patient, making sure Nexstar kind of thinks they're going to lose money by frustrating They're taking a risk. They're frustrating customers, but also they know that once they make a deal with Nexstar, prices won't go up. It's a win-win situation for both, and also it will be a long term. So very likely it won't happen with these two companies for probably 5+ years. Also, there's another thing. Nexstar did offer a same amount of deal, or what they were paying through October. That's in the middle of football season, and if DirecTV would have taken that deal, we would have not had a blackout at all until October. And then, what do you know? If DirecTV would probably like, no, because then they would Nexstar would double what they're doing right now for during football season, and DirecTV is like, no way, because then the most important college football season or month you would all miss. I think DirecTV and Nexstar will have this solved at some point during football season. At some point. And October, November, December are the most important months. So I think they'll have it fixed by then. It's going to take some time. Be patient. If you're a customer of DirecTV Stream, or Uverse, be patient. Don't be mad at DirecTV. Alright, enough talk about that. I'm still following closely. I don't know when the deal is going to be made, but soon. Alright, let's talk about what coaches are going to be on the spot this season. Alright. It's going to be my coaches of the spot this season. They're pretty similar to what I had last year that still have jobs. Jimbo Fisher, of course. But there's some other coaches that to keep an eye on. Jimbo Fisher. Not Lincoln Riley, definitely is my new list. Is on my list this year. Mainly because of the defense. Come on. If USC does not make the playoff this year, that's on Lincoln Riley's fault. Defensive fault. They got the offense to get there. They don't have the defense. They got to fix the defense. If they miss the playoff, Lincoln Riley's job is on the line soon. Very, very soon. Also, some other keep an eye on Florida, Oregon, and Oklahoma. They got some coaches there that've been there for about 2 years. This is for most of them their second or third year. And you look closely, and they really didn't have that great. I mean, they might have started strong, but they didn't finish stronger. And we got to keep an eye on them, and they probably won't get fired at the end of the year, probably if they have a bad year, but potentially next season, if they have another bad one, it's going to be on the line. Also, take a look at Texas, too. Texas, still not back. I mean, they're expected to win the Big 12 this year. If they don't win the Big 12, it's going to be tough for him. So, that's who I have in the hot seat this preseason, but I'll check back in it next month to see after 1 month to college football. And also, NBC got a new score bug for us. Yeah, well, I mean, it is their Notre Dame score bug, so I'm actually recording this before the whole Saturday games, but I'm sure that their NBC's Big Ten score bug will look very similar to this. This is probably their college football score bug, but I'm sure that there will be slight graphic differences, animation differences between Notre Dame and Big Ten. But you all probably know it already when you see it, but I haven't because I'm recording this before Saturday. Anyway, I like it. It looks cool. It's actually very similar to their NFL, which is pretty cool. They're keeping it the same style, but or the same kind of design-ish outlook thing, but have its own unique look, which is really cool, and I love it. NBC, way overdue for college football, and it looks amazing, and I can't wait to see how they improve off of this. NBC's got good graphics this year, and I can't wait to see how the rest of the Big Ten plays on NBC. Also, Fox, for the third straight year, they have a new graphic. Yeah, I know that they probably used that, their old one, just the one color, just slanted. I know they used that for 3 years, but they made slight changes to it throughout the years. So really, they've had a new one basically every football season, basically. But this is their really first redesign. And I gotta say, it's okay. It's an improvement from last year, but it looks like something off a video game. It does. I mean, I don't hate it. I think that they could do better. Fox's creative team is not creative at all. I didn't like the one they had last year, the last couple years. I don't like this one. Well, I mean, it's not that I don't like it. I mean, it's basic. They're good score bugs. They work. Creative-wise, when you compare it to ESPN, NBC now, NBC, took a step up. They listened to me when I said CBS is still kind of basic. CBS still got to step up their game now. But Fox, that's not creative. Come on. I do kind of like the little texture in the names, but also their college basketball one. Y'all seen that one? I think they need to shrink that down a little bit. It's good. I like it. They just need to make it smaller. That's all. And then Hurricane Idea, if I pronounce that right, how it's impacting sports. Well, major hurricane coming into Florida, Tallahassee, just south of Tallahassee, actually. Some major flooding down there. It wasn't as big and crazy as the other people thought, but it still did damage. It still had some flooding. And I gotta say, they're in recovery mode now, and I gotta say, I think the games that the college football locations and NFL locations in that track are going to be okay. I don't think there were that much damage, and I think that they will be suitable to play the games. And that's really all I have on this. So it really wasn't as bad as they predicted. I actually kind of expected a couple games to be not canceled, but moved locations. That's not the case anymore, as I thought it would be, or what I was told. It was still a big hurricane. Don't get me wrong. It's just, it wasn't as big impact or very wind force as some people predicted. So, if your college football team, if you had a home game in Florida, Georgia, the Carolinas, you'll be good to go. They'll be playing football. I don't know about people going down to the games, but there will be footballs at their homestands like they originally do plan. All right, let's check out what's going around the network here on Busy Sports. Slateport Podcast, every Monday at 6 o'clock. I have a fun time doing that show, just ranting on random topic things, basically. Down and Distance, college football and NFL show every Tuesday at 6 o'clock. This show, I almost forgot about Howard Hoops. Yeah, when college basketball and NBA comes back around, it'll be every Wednesday at 6. And then this show, Hot Seat, put coaches on the spot, be first Sunday of every month at 6 o'clock. And then our flagship show, American Game Day, every Saturday at 10 a.m. And if you haven't already, check out our website for the latest news, scores, stats, etc. A lot of things going on our website. Thanks for checking out Busy Sports. That's what's going around the network right here on the network. All right. Thanks for watching Hot Seat. I know it was a very short episode, but we're just getting started. Next episode will be October 1st, and we'll be breaking down football. All of the biggest questions you guys have. Yeah, football is here, and I'll see you guys next time.